Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and your first 4,000 hours of watch time. So we've got a lot of familiar faces in the house. Exclusive TV, thanks for being here. Venom for Life, always here, so thank you very much. We can help you with views today. That's for sure. Everybody you connect with today is going to check out your new stuff. Venom for Life has new material for us. Mama Grace News TV, it's nice to have you back. FIFA World and Other Gaming is here pretty much every day. Thank you so much for your dedicated and loyal support. Kiki Soul Fitness is back. Georgia Bulldogs is always in the house, and I appreciate that. Kristen Walton, my love, of course, is here. Kid Wonder's Life of Love Wonder is back. Thank you very much. And Ransom YT, it's always nice to see you as well. So forgive me, I was just barely late starting, so I got to get some names on the wheel right now, and we will start spinning. Right now we're looking at the Triplet family, which is a creator that constantly had come back again and again and again. Exclusive TV may not still be here, so I will add them if they come back. We're a little bit early, and sometimes when people come to check out what we're doing, if they haven't been here before, they hop in and hop right out. I tend to set our live streams well in advance, so it's very possible for people to come in early. We're going to get everybody who I mentioned already onto the wheel, and then I will start spinning. And then I will get through the speeches that I know you all love to hear about how we connect and the other things we're doing. If anybody is needs watch hours or knows somebody who does, we're going to get really focused on playlists in the coming little while. Belinda Engman, thanks for coming in again. Kenesha Harry, it's wonderful to see you. Kenesha is somebody who's been with me for a long, long time, and is a dedicated and loyal supporter, not to mention a very dynamic content creator as well. Let's get all these channels up here first. Washington County News Station, Utah. It's great to have you back. It's been a while, but I'm happy to see you here again. And then I think I've got everybody on here for now. Let's spin. And then when the newcomers come in, we will get back to a little bit of a delay. So the first channel we're going to look at is FIFA World and Other Gaming. I'm happy about that because FIFA World and Other Gaming has been here ever since they found Tuber Chat. I think you've been back every day after that, and I really appreciate that. Now, the truth is, it's convenient for me to stream when I do, and I understand not everybody can be here just because it's convenient for me. So I appreciate every moment that you spend here, and hopefully you're getting the value out of it that we hope you are. So you've got a lot of activity here. So you have the Mortal Kombat that you put up yesterday. I don't remember noticing it, but it may have already been there before our stream. And then you've obviously got a brand new one here, Mortal Kombat 11 again. So that's fantastic. I'm glad that you're so active, and you've been doing some streaming as well over the last several days. So that's good news also. So please, everybody, don't be shy. We're all here for the same thing. Everything with Tuber Chat goes down in the chat. So we're all willing to connect. All you do is reach out to each other one by one and take your time, have fun with it. Visit a channel, watch a short video in full. It must be at least a minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. This is a perfect example here. FIFA World and Other Gaming has this Mortal Kombat 11 video that's only 2 minutes long. It's the perfect video to connect with. Watch that video in full. Leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video. Whether or not you play Mortal Kombat, it'll be easy to come up with something meaningful to say. You really need to leave at least a couple of sentences so that it doesn't get caught in the YouTube spam filters and therefore lose the connection. But once you've done that, you give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoyed their content, then you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then you come back into our chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. And that's the way that we do it, so that we make sure that our connection sticks and our love sticks and all that good stuff. So we've had a few more people come through. It's Fifi777. Thank you. It's always wonderful to see you. Jaden Suz back again. Mishana, this is you're saying you're new here, so thank you for coming and checking us out. This is definitely a growth stream where we're focused on quality connections. What you'll find here, everybody is willing to connect, and as I go through channels and I tell little stories, you're going to hear the kind of creators that we have here that will continue to come back and support in a loyal and dedicated way to give you the views, the comments, the likes, and all the other things we need as growing YouTubers, so that hopefully they can continue to support you not only in the next coming days, weeks, and eventually months, but also hopefully years. That's what we're very focused on, so I hope you'll find some of that. Please don't be shy. Everybody here is willing to connect, and you just take your time and pick people one by one, visit their channels, follow the procedures, which I will put on the bottom of the screen, and you'll hear me repeat them 100 times today. And then just have fun with it. You'll enjoy meeting a lot of other creators' work. Beautiful E-Vlogs is back in the house. Thank you. It's always wonderful to see you. I'm going to spin the wheel, and then we'll see what's coming up. Mishana, I'll just explain to you as well after I get Georgia Bulldogs on the screen. Georgia Bulldogs is a wonderful, dedicated, loyal, and generous supporter who does a lot of sharing for us and things like that, particularly on Instagram. If you do have the ability to share us out at all, I'll appreciate it, whether that's on your community tab or Facebook or Twitter or anywhere else. This is Georgia Bulldogs here. This is a, oh, you changed your banner. This, because we were talking about that yesterday, so this is great. And then, so I wonder, you'll have to test it on a few different devices to see how that looks, whether it looks the way that you want it to on phones and tablets, as well as the computer and everything else. If I stretch the screen, we can get a little bit of an idea of what might happen. So I guess on the computer, it just stretches the way it's supposed to. You'll have to test it on a phone and tablet to see if you're happy with it. But I'm happy that you got that done. So I know we were talking about it yesterday with the YouTube template, and plenty of trick shots. It's great to see you in the house. You're obviously new here, so thank you for coming in. I'm actually anxious to see your channel. I don't play a lot of pool, but I'm assuming that that's what it is until we have a look at your channel and I see if I'm right. In the meantime, don't be shy. Everybody's here to connect. This is what we call a love stream. We're very focused on quality connections, making relationships that will last in the coming days, weeks, months, and hopefully years. The Dude Rocks is in the house. And so for anybody that hasn't seen the Dude Rocks, the Dude definitely does rock. So we'll probably get talking about them a little later on. I'm going to spin the wheel and we'll see who's coming up. The way that the wheel works is once you've been here for a little while, let's say 20 minutes or half an hour, something like that, and I know that you're active and meeting people and connecting and all the good stuff that we want to do here in the chat, then I add your channel onto the wheel. Once I spin the wheel, it's perfectly random, as you can see. Then when your name comes up, if you're still here, we put you up on the screen and we talk about your channel for a few minutes. In the meantime, if there's anything that I can help anybody with or anything that you want to know or listen to me talk about YouTube detail related, then I'm always happy to do that as well. For those of you who don't know, I'm a professional channel manager. That's how I got my start on YouTube. I manage several channels for several different people, now well into a couple of million views and well over 10,000 subscribers and things like that. I'd like to share my knowledge, but as well, I learn from creators of all sizes every day. That, for myself, is the most rewarding part, probably, of everything that we're doing with Tuber Chat, is meeting so many aggressive and creative people that want to grow their channels. Some want to make businesses of it. Lots of people want to monetize and stuff like that. And I like gathering as much knowledge and as much experience from everybody as I can. You can add that into your own knowledge, the things you already know, the things you're going to learn, and your own experience, and make the best decisions for your channel. Santa V Gaming. Yeah, it's a pleasure to even have you here. As we get bigger and bigger and we follow more people, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as you might like. So I appreciate every moment that you can spend here at Tuber Chat, as well as we're building things outside to try to help you continue to grow your channels and keep the solid and strong foundations that we're building, even when we're not live streaming. So, of course, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We now have a subreddit with a thread dedicated to playlist buddies, as well as we'll be adding other social networks. And then we have an email list at tuberchat.com, where I will soon be sending out emails regularly to let you know what we're doing as we're doing it. We have a Twitter list, for instance, called TuberChat Stars. And these are people who have either tweeted or retweeted for us. And what that entails is, if you are somebody who likes to use Twitter, you can find a collection of other YouTubers that are willing to share for others. And that's the kind of thing we always need here. I like to put a lot of focus on channels when I find generous creators that are willing to do for others. One of the things I like to say more than anything else is, to get what you want out of YouTube, you're going to have to be willing to give much more than you ever expect to receive. But if you can do that and be okay with it, you'll end up getting more than you wanted out of YouTube in the first place, especially when we talk about the strong and solid connections and foundations for our channels that we talk about building here. Caleb's Lawn Care, thanks for coming in. You're a new connection for Tuber Chat, but it's great to see you. Hopefully you'll get some value out of everything we're doing here. King Tash Family Vlogs has come in again, so thank you for that. We're looking at Kanisha Harry right now. Kanisha Harry is somebody who I have been with for the last, it's getting on almost 6 months now. Kanisha is somebody I met months and months ago. She's obviously well past her 1,000 subscribers. She's monetized, and she is just doing fantastic. Not to mention is a dynamic creator, an inspiring woman as well. She one of the things that she does on her channel, she does many different things, but one of the things that drew me to her, she does extreme couponing. And while I don't, there's lots to be learned from her. Not to mention, she's dedicated and loyal. And like I said, I've known her this long, and she keeps coming back again and again and again, not only to us here at Tuber Chat, but on my personal channel. I will leave a message in the chat occasionally from my personal account, Kevin K, in case you'd like to connect with me personally as well. And then I'm going to get you part of me just for a second. I'll be right back. Here we go. Arizona Insider just walked in. It's great to see you coming back again. Everyday Life with Kelly Girls is a past featured channel for Tuber Chat. Today, our featured channel is the Triplet Family. And what I look for in creators are generosity of some sort. People who are willing to do more for others than they expect to have done for themselves. People who do things like share, like promote others, and things like that. So when you come to Tuber Chat, whether we're here live streaming or it's in between our times, I want to be sure that I'm giving you great information. So even when you can't be in the live stream, you'll still be able to follow us on all the other social networks and find yourself real quality creators, like I keep talking about, that will help you truly grow your channels and build that strong and solid foundation that I keep talking about. So it's great to see everybody doing a good time, doing a good job connecting with each other. Hopefully you're having fun with it. Please don't be shy. Everybody in the chat is willing to connect. Just reach out to everybody one by one. Visit a channel. The best idea is to go first, never to wait for people to come to you, because everybody here is doing the same thing. Pick a channel, watch a short video in full, at least a minute long. Leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, and then give the creator a thumbs up. And if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. Then come back into the chat here and leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So this is Venom for Life. Venom for Life is back with us probably every day. We're pretty close to it. This, I never actually, so I did run my watch later list, but I haven't yet sat and actually watched this. But I remember telling you the other day I want to see this because I didn't see the movie yet. Kind of a fan of both, so I want to see what you have to say about that before I decide whether I'm going to watch it. And you've done another couple of movie reviews, so this is great. And not to mention 697, you're so close to that 700. We have to know that that's going to happen for you today. So between all of our all the new people who've come in today and the familiar faces who are here somewhat regularly, I think we can get Venom for Life over the 700. That must be on their mind for today. Mr. Fulton Mraz, thank you for sharing us out. You always do, and I really appreciate that. If anybody does have the ability to share us, whether it's on your community tab or Twitter or Facebook or anywhere like that, I will definitely appreciate it. And I wonder if I'm going to be able to get something that I want done. Maybe I'm going to show you guys how I share on Facebook. I was a little bit late getting started today, and I want to, I've got to get that done. Art Girl, great to see you again. Let me spin the wheel one more time here, and I'm going to see what I'm going to do about adding more names to the wheel. Let's see if I'm even logged in here first. See if I can get this done. You guys will see my process. I've done tutorials on my personal channel. I'm not logged in. I don't know if I'm going to bother with it now. I'm going to have to get that done. I'll get it done in the side window, and I'll bring it over. I was saying I've done tutorials on my personal channel for showing you the process, how I share YouTube videos on Twitter and how I share YouTube videos on Instagram. I have plans for lots more tutorials coming, both on my individual channel as well as here at TuberChat. I'm going to start doing tutorials as well. All the different things that we talk about. Armed American Patriot, it's great to see you in the house. Armed American Patriot is a monster growth stream that is along the same lines of what we're doing here, but much more aggressive, much more fast-paced, and they are a very big channel. They can help you grow. So if you haven't already got Armed American Patriot, then you're definitely going to want to get them right away. I know a lot of people here are probably already familiar. If you're not, that's definitely one of the growth streams you're going to want to have in your arsenal for growing your channel. Art Girl, the best way to meet with people is to go first, watch a short video in full from each creator, leave a meaningful comment, give a thumbs up, subscribe to them if you enjoy their content, and then come back here and let them know that you've done that. Then they can turn around and do the same thing for you. It's always best to go first. Everybody here is willing to connect. We're all here for the same thing. So please don't be shy. Go ahead and reach out to creators and you'll find yourself growing right away. So let's spin our wheel. We'll see who's coming up right now. It's a close one there. Oh, Kiki Soul Fitness. Okay. That got close there. Didn't think it was going to catch you. Kiki Soul Fitness is another creator that's come back again and again. I love that banner. To Tuber Chat here. And then look at this. You've got a perfect video for everybody to connect with you with that you just put up 2 days ago, which is this 100 plus subscribers, which are already over 200 now. So that's great. But when I say you've got to watch a video in full from each creator, it must be at least a minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. So this is a perfect video here for everybody to connect with. And I'm just going to, I'll wait a second so that we can have a look at Kiki Soul Fitness here. Not to mention is on Instagram and Facebook as well. And then I will slide my window over and I will show you what I'm doing. I've been trying to do 2 things at once here, but I will show you how I'm doing Facebook, I didn't do the share that I needed to do earlier, so I'm going to try to race my way through that and get that done quickly. So Art Girl is at, oh, Brown Girl Bell is in the house. Good to see you always. Brown Girl Bell is another channel that comes back again and again and is very much liked and well respected in our community. You see her in a lot of other live streams as well as her own. Art Girl is asking, how long do you need me to be here to be on the screen? So basically, after you're here for about 20 minutes or half an hour or so, I add your name into the wheel. And then when I spin the wheel, it's completely random, obviously. But when your name comes up, if you're still here, then I put you up on the screen and we can talk about your channel for a few minutes if you'd like, or we just have a quick look while everybody continues to connect. Callus Fitspiration, I don't know if I don't think I welcomed you yet, but thank you for coming back again. And then, yeah, okay, let me see if I can whip this tab over here for a second, and I will show you what I am going to do here. So what I do, I go to the video that I want to share. I'll get back to the wheel in a second, but hopefully this is going to give you a little bit of value as well. So we're sharing the live stream that we're in right now. And of course, I got a million windows open, so my computer isn't working as fast as we all probably wish it would. Let me just pause a couple things here. So I'm going to select all the text because this is what I want. This is the meat and potatoes of my post. I'm just going to leave a space. I'm going to go back and I'm going to get the share small link that they give, that really tiny link that's easy to copy and paste for people, especially if they're on a phone. And then give it a second and Facebook will populate the thing. The post for us, and then we just click post, and that's it. That's ready to go. Now, if you want to, you can also share this out. So I'm just going to refresh my page so that it gets back, and I make sure I'm looking at the right thing here. For some reason, I think I accidentally sent my my Instagram post to Facebook as well. Or maybe I didn't even share that either. We'll have to get into doing that too. I wonder if I can get that done. And as soon as I'm done with this, it's only going to be another minute or two, and then I'll get back to adding some names to the wheel and spinning it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Art Girl. I'm just noticing the conversations in the chat here. So you're going to have to go first with people. And I think it's people are starting to question whether you're actually returning people's love or not. So you're going to have to make sure you're following the right procedure. And I'll remind you one more time how we do that. So what you do is you visit a channel, pick anybody you want out of the chat, visit their channel and watch a short video in full. It must be at least a minute long. After you've watched that video in full, you leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video that must be at least a couple of sentences long so that it doesn't get caught in the spam filters. Then give the creator a thumbs up always. And then if you enjoyed their content, you come back into the chat here and after you've subscribed to them, and leave a single or double emoji to let them know that you've done that, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. So it has to be done that way. And I'm very, very focused on quality connections here, the kind of people who are going to come back and watch videos and give comments and likes and everything else. So everybody in the chat seems to be doing a great job of connecting with each other, but we just have to make sure that this is what we want for our channels. Not everything is always right for every single channel. You have to make the decisions on what's best for you. But everybody here is going to expect that because we've been at it for a while now. So, and Mama Grace News TV, I was happy to see that. that you mentioned, because if I see people in chats not following the procedure, I absolutely call them out for other people, because I want to make sure that everybody is spending their time on quality connections. So I like the post here on Facebook, and I'm going to get to spinning the wheel in a second. I'm going to share in a group. So we do have a Facebook group called Tuber Chat as well, where everybody's free to post their videos. Although the truth of the matter is, it's mostly just me doing this all the time. But you can, and I encourage it, of course. And then group name, as you start to type it, it'll come up, Tuber Chat Connect and Grow Group, because we also have a page. Page is where I let you know what we're doing. The group is where everybody can post. And then as well, I will share it on my personal timeline, but I will do it this way so that I can control the way it looks. And then all I do is click this or include original post, so the text is all there, and then I post, and that's it. So it's very simple to do for those of you who use Facebook, and then my notification comes up to say I shared my own thing, which is great, and I'll just get rid of that window because we don't need it anymore. I will use a wheel, and then I will add some more names. And pardon me just for 1 second. Okay, sorry, I turned away for a second. Here we go. Washington County State News Station, Utah. Let me just make sure you're still here. I haven't seen you for a few minutes. Yes, you are. Or let me refresh and just make sure. The way that the wheel works is once you're here for about 20 minutes, half an hour, and I know you're connecting with people and staying active in the chat, then I add your name to the wheel. And when I spin the wheel, it's obviously random. But then if you're still here when your name comes up, then I put you up on the screen. So let's just make sure. No, Washington is gone. I wondered about that. No sweat. Grace News TV is here all the time. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder comes back often, and Ransom YT is always here. So Ransom YT is our next up. And then I will add some more names as soon as I get that channel up on the screen for us to have a look at. Over 108 subscribers now, so hopefully that's great. I know you said you were focused on Twitch for a while, so there's a Twitch video for us to check out. And all of these videos, the first 3 videos here, are perfect for connecting with Ransom YT, and I'm very happy to see you've done featured channels. I don't think I put you on my personal one, so I'm making a note of that right now. The featured channels that can go on the front of your home page here is a great collaboration you can make with other creators like Ransom YT has done. What that does is it basically tells your audience, as well as the YouTube algorithms, that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you back, they are saying that you are worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on the algorithm and your audiences. So Ransom YT has been gracious enough to include not only Tuber Chat, but my personal account as well. I'll leave a message in the chat again. And then as well as Mr. Joshi, which is another one of our regular people here at Tuber Chat, but also one of our moderators now. He's doing a extremely busy live stream for a special event over the next couple of days, so I don't know whether we'll see him in the chat or not today. But anyway, familiar faces here. But if you have featured Tuber Chat or myself on your front page of your YouTube channel and I don't know about it, please let me know so that I can return that favor, because we absolutely do that. On the front of the Tuber Chat channel, we have several different channels, including Ransom YT here. And then so I promised, I've been promising for a while, I'm going to add some names to the wheel, which I'm going to do right now. So Berlinda Engman is coming up. if I can copy and paste properly. Mishana. Hopefully you're having a good time here and meeting lots of new friends and family members. Mama Grace News TV is already up. I'll put Kira and Kristen up here. My love and Kira, my BFF forever. They are also moderators for us, so they're here for you even more so than they are for me. Trick shots. We are finally going to get a chance probably to have a look at your channel here. Kadisha Harry's already been up. It's Fifi777. Is a very much liked and well-respected creator in this community. Arizona Insider is back in the house again. I appreciate that. Caleb's Lawn Care has been hanging out for a while, so I hope you're connecting with a lot of people too and having a good time. Callus Fitzspiration is back again and often with us. Georgia Bulldogs, I already pulled your channel up, so that's good. And then let me spin the wheel. I'll get somebody up, and then I'll think about adding some more names. I'm going to put Armed American Patriot on here next as well, because, we're going to look at trick shots right now. Plenty of trick shots. I put Armed American Patriot because I want you guys to see that channel, hopefully sooner than later. I've been wanting to see this one here. So, plenty of trick shots. Because you're a new connection for Tuber Chat, I'm not going to watch a video or subscribe while I live stream. But what I am going to do is take one of your latest videos. I will take this here, Cup Pong Battle. Wonder if there's something else I can see. I'm going to take this, Quarantine Trick Shots. I'm going to add it into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I will leave you a meaningful comment related to the content of the video. And then I will give you a thumbs up for sure. And I will subscribe. And then that way I will make sure that the connection sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to us here at Tuber Chat now as well. And you won't miss our next live streams. We're back tomorrow and Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern time, which is just an hour later than we started today. The times always change now. So I encourage you to either hit the bell or check back on our front page so that you can be individually notified for the live streams that you can make it to. And then, Aisha, sorry, I didn't welcome you. I did see somebody say hello to you earlier, and I'm so sorry, but it's wonderful to see you back again. So thank you for coming back into Tuber Chat. I hope I haven't missed anybody. If I have, I certainly don't mean to. Cats XD is in the house. If you are active in the chat, I will certainly get around to you within a few more moments. Arizona Insider is a channel that we've seen several times here at Tuber Chat, and somebody who is obviously a dedicated and loyal supporter. Not to mention a dynamic creator with a lot of different material to see, as I say. So some of you have seen me mention Arizona Insider before. This banner is probably, it just looks to me like it might be in the perfect shape that we were talking about yesterday with the YouTube channel art template. We call it banner. A lot of people like to call it a banner, but it's actually technically called channel art from YouTube. So they have a channel art template. And that... Okay, pardon me just for 1 second, everybody. Okay, sorry, everybody. So I was saying yesterday we were looking at the YouTube channel art template that YouTube provides for us. And all it is gray and black rectangle with other rectangles inside of it. all it's doing is showing you where the important information needs to fall. But it looks like Arizona Insider's banner works perfectly. As a matter of fact, let's just have a look. I'm going to pull it up on my phone so that we can see. Oh, that's funny because it actually comes right up. I don't know why. I even have to type. So let me hope you can see this. I'm trying to have a look on my screen. But if you look at the banner, all of that information there in the where it says local small business, things to do and places to go and all that falls perfectly within the phone banner as well. Because YouTube changes, obviously, the display of your channel art based on the device you're watching. If you're watching on a television, it's huge, massive, actually. And there's a lot more to be seen than just what we see here on the channel art on the computer. And then as well on a phone or a tablet, it's different. But Arizona Insider has designed it in a way that the most important information is still readable on every device. So that's good news. I just wanted to point that out because we often talk about channel art here. So now we're going to look at Armed American Patriot. And this, like I was describing earlier, is another growth stream, but extremely aggressive. And this is a place where you're going to gain lots and lots of friends and family members. I have gained many while being an Armed American Patriot. Of course, I haven't been there ever as much as I wish I could, but I believe I'm connected both on Tuber Chat as well as my personal channel. So you definitely will meet many new friends and family members here. And he has a very dynamic style of doing what we call these growth streams, and is very much experienced in the space. Oh, Venom for Life, you're dropping 4 videos in the next 2 days? We did see the one, right? Didn't I just pull you up? Yeah, we pulled up your channel and saw the, I think, did we put, yes, we did. And we saw the one you've got. So you've obviously got lots more. For everybody that connects with Venom for Life, you're going to have lots of fresh material this week to be able to check out. Oh, and the Essence of Sonya. I'm sorry, I didn't see you come in, but I'm lucky I scrolled up a little bit and caught you. So thank you for coming in. Okay, and that's done now. One of the things we really want to make sure of is that, I should have done that in the background, doesn't matter. We want to make sure that everybody here is focused on quality connections, the kind of people who are going to continue to come back again and again to your channel and watch your videos, give you the comments, likes, and views, and all the other things that we need as growing YouTubers. So one of the things I want to make sure that you know when you come here to Tuber Chat, I'm going to make sure that, you know, I can't watch every message that goes by the chat. We have moderators to help out in this and that. But when I want to make sure that I'm trying to keep everything around here to quality connections. So it's obvious that people are going to come in and either not like what they see and they'll leave right away, or you know, maybe it's not for them and they go. For those of you who stay, I want you to know that I'm going to make sure that everybody who's here for the long term has the same kind of mentality. So if we do run into somebody who's not going to connect back or anything like that, then I'm going to do my best to take care of it so that nobody ends up spending their time worrying about creators that aren't going to support them in the long term. That's all that's about there. And it's good to see Cooking with Q and More in the house. And then I wonder why YouTube is still going through this glitch where some people's messages are getting hidden randomly. It's just individual people that it happens to. And it's amazing me just because it's a glitch that's been going on already for weeks. We can get our next channel up on the screen. Callous Fitspiration. This is a channel that comes back again and again, probably every live stream that we do. And, I know not everybody can do that, but I do want to recognize when we have somebody who's loyal and dedicated coming back again and again. Not to mention, you're only a few away from 300. So I'm very sure that today we've got even enough newcomers in the chat right now that it is fully reasonable to expect that we're going to be able to get Callus Fitspiration over that 300. Especially, like I said, I was just saying, this is a channel that's come back again and again. As soon as they found Tuber Chat, they've been back. I think every live stream that we've done. I know everybody can't do that. I just want you to know I do appreciate every minute that you spend with us here at Tuber Chat, because we all have hundreds, if not thousands, of people that we wish we could support. And you just can't watch that many videos in a day. But for every minute that you can spend here, I'm going to try to make you sure you get as much value out of it as you can. The Callus Fitspiration is one of these channels that continues to come back again and again, is aggressively growing and doing the right things to nurture the relationships and things like that. So this is a channel you're definitely going to want to connect to if you haven't already. And I'm going to spin the wheel again in another moment. I'm just having a look to see if I've got to add any more names. Rose Sadu is in the house. Thank you for coming in, Rose. This is another creator who is very knowledgeable, not to mention generous, in that she shares her knowledge with everybody. And in her live stream, she allows people to connect very much the same way that we're doing here in Tuber Chat. All of the different love streams or growth streams, if you want to call them either or, have different styles. And obviously you're going to find the different ones that you like in this and that, but we're lucky because we've had a couple come through here today. And this is going to allow you to continue to grow even when we're in between live streams. So I'm glad that Essence of Sonia is doing a good job connecting with everybody. Everybody seems to be having a good time and doing that. Let me spin the wheel, and I will think about adding a couple more names here. Caleb's Lawn Care. Let's just make sure you're here because it's been a little while. Oh, you're right there. Never mind. I see you there. Caleb's been here. Caleb's Lawn Care has been here the whole time. So thank you very much, first of all, for coming in and for hanging out with us for a while. Now, since you're a new connection for Tuber Chat, I see you're on your way towards your 300. I cannot watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take one of your latest videos, this one here, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through the watch later list and I will watch your video in full. I will leave you a meaningful comment of at least a couple of sentences related to the content of this video. And then I will give you a thumbs up for sure. And I will subscribe to you. And in that way, I will make sure that the connection sticks. Hopefully you're subscribed to us here at Tuber Chat as well, so you don't miss our next live streams. We'll be back tomorrow and Monday at a slightly different time. So hopefully you've got the bell on so that you don't miss those. And then, okay, let me look if I'm gonna, so Cooking with QM Moore is going to be added onto the wheel right away, and then I will look for a couple more names that have been here for a little while. Shauna's already on there. We looked at Kanisha Harry. Cats XD has been spending quite a bit of time with us lately, so thank you very much for that. I appreciate every moment that everybody can spend with us, and I will add some more names in a few minutes. Let's see what else we got coming on here. I'm looking forward to seeing your channel, Caleb's Lawn Care, because for those of you who don't already know, I'm a professional channel manager, but the first couple of channels that I started managing were for a guy who runs a asphalt and ceiling kind of construction company. And I know they're not the same thing, but I consider it all similar industries. We kind of run into each other all the time out there. So I'm interested to see what you've got on your channel. That's XD. There we go. And you are well over your 2,000, obviously, but hopefully we're going to push you a little bit farther today. This is a very dynamic channel. And again, I think that banner looks like it's going to fall into the line where the important information here comes up both on phones, tablets, and computer and everything else. So that's great. You've obviously, you're very active because you've got videos every few days coming out here, which is good news. Average Joe PT, thanks for coming in again. Average Joe is back again and again, but I enjoy hanging out on his live streams when I can. I peeked in the other day. You were speaking to somebody. You were in a different room, and you were talking to somebody on the side of the bed, but I believe I was working outdoors. And so I still try to support as many creators as I can all day, even when I have to be away from a computer. What I might do is hop on my phone. I will always say hello or let you know that I'm there, and then just let it run for a minimum of 15 minutes. Of course, we all know we have to do that. Oh, it's your mom. That's great. Okay. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to see much of the content and hear much of what you were doing. Yeah, if I think about it right now, I think I was actually at a Costco, just arriving at a Costco when I hopped into your live. And this is what I mean. So it's difficult to watch as many videos as we all wish we could. We're all following hundreds, if not thousands of channels, most likely. But that's one thing that you can do is you can hop into somebody's live stream. And as long as you let it run for 15 minutes, the creator gets good credit for that time. Here we go. Oh, the McRae Kings. I'm so sorry. I saw you come in and I didn't welcome you. I was probably in the middle of one of my speeches, but it's great to see you here again. So thank you very much for coming back again and again. And then let me spin the wheel and I'll see who's coming up next. I wonder, I just want to see if Georgia Bulldogs is still in the house. Mama Grace News TV is coming up right now. Oh, okay, Georgia Bulldogs may be gone right now. Sometimes come in and out, I think. And then Mama Grace News TV, here we go. So you've been very active. You've got a lot of, videos, very recent here. So that's great, and well over 800 subscribers. So that's something else. It's nice to see that you're so close to your 1,000. It must be on your mind, as well as the fact that you're so active with videos. I'm going to take some inspiration from you. I'm behind on videos. It's fine that I live stream now approximately 5 times a week. I do Tuber Chat 4 days a week, and then try to do once on my own channel of different types, but I've fallen behind in making videos. So I'm working on some stuff right now, and hopefully I'll have something new, but it's great to see when you can stay consistent like this. And then one of the best ways you can do it is to record several videos all at the same time. If you're lucky enough to be able to do that, if you have videos that lend themselves to that ability, then when you're filming, you can do. Rose Sadu does that. She does. She was on a live stream the other day and ended up filming, I think she said 5 videos all at once, which is a great way of doing it. I know Kristen tries to do a bit of that as well. And then I try to. So when I'm able, then I might do that. Try to do a couple things at once. A couple of times I've tried to live stream while I'm making videos. And I actually do that with some of my clients as well. When we talk about some of the other channels that I manage, we certainly have gone out and filmed a live stream for the afternoon while we cut a few videos at the same time. And it's really good content, actually. The crowd for those channels happens to like it. So I know different channels have different crowds and different expectations, but it worked in that scenario. So that's an idea as well. Yeah, you don't have to film for a weekend. Rose is extremely active. She's somebody who's really punching out content right now, which is great. So if you have the ability to do that, then that's wonderful. And Rose is another creator who there's a lot to be, a lot to be learned from. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. I gotta check if you're still here. I don't know if I've seen you in a few minutes. Kid Wonder. So like I said, the way that the wheel works, if you're here for 20 minutes or half an hour or so, and then I put your name on the wheel when I know you're active with everybody. And then when I spin the wheel, which is random, when your name comes up, then I just check if you're here, and then I'll add you up onto the screen. So Kristen Welton, my love, is here. She's one of our moderators. Not to mention, so I want to keep a lot of focus on this. Look, Kristen is only one away from 600. So for those of you who haven't already connected with her, I hope that you will. She does all the things that we talk about. So she puts out at least a video a week. She started to live stream. She does the featured channels collaboration, she dresses up her front page, as well as she swaps playlists. All of our moderators are willing to swap playlists for you if you want to make those arrangements. Chris and I are getting very aggressive about helping people with playlists. We are both running playlists for people 24 hours a day on as many devices as we can get our hands on. Eagle VP, it's nice to see you come back in the house again. So Kristen is somebody that you can connect with. All of our moderators, like I said, are willing to swap playlists. If anybody in the chat is willing to swap playlists with other people for watch time, just say so. Just say, I am willing to swap playlists with people, and other creators will reach out to you. And then we also have a subreddit with a thread dedicated to swapping playlists. I should mention, Rose, just since you're here, I noticed that you did respond to somebody on that thread, which is great. I hope that you'll make your own comment on that thread so that hopefully people can reach out to you as well, because I really love for everybody to maximize their impact over there. Now that I posted, I hit my 4,000 hours the other day. Now that I posted that on Instagram, I'm starting to get a few questions from people asking, how do you do it? And I'm sure all of us who hit the 4,000 are going to get questions like that. And I really want to help. And one of the ways we can do that is with that simple swapping playlist arrangement. Fly GF, it's good to see you back in the house. So thanks for coming in. Yeah, wasn't it on Reddit? Rose, yeah, we had, I'm almost specifically, you don't know how to do Reddit. What did I see? Now you make me want to look. I thought that I saw you responding to somebody. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's okay. So I'm on a computer, and I know sometimes people are on phones and tablets and things like that, so it's a little bit different. I will do tutorials for all this stuff. I just want to make sure not every idea that we do is going to stick, because I want Tuber Chat to become what everybody wants it to become. So if I decide to put something out there and nobody wants it, that's fine. We'll just take it off and change it. I change things all the time. But one of the things that we do, so here we are. We're on the Tuber Chat subreddit. So for those of you who do know Reddit, so it's reddit.com, and our subreddit is just called Tuber Chat. You can just type Tuber Chat and you'll find it very easily. We have a playlist buddies thread right here. These are called threads. And what this does is it allows you to put out a topic and then have a conversation about it. In this particular case, we're talking about swapping playlists with each other. So what I've done is made this topic, and it lets people know what I'm talking about. So like I said, when we're not live streaming, I still want you to be able to maximize your impact. Georgia Bulldogs, I'm glad you're back. I wanted to talk about you for a quick second again. So you see that I've made a reply to my own post here, but it says I'm always willing to swap playlists with anyone and yada, yada, yada. Tigerborn is somebody else who messaged, and then I responded, and Rose responded, and then Kristen Welton has also put a reply to the main thread. So all you do is go on here, and then you add a reply to this thread, and it can actually be done from the main page, I think, right? Can you not reply right here? I thought you could. Okay, it may not be as easy as I thought it was. Anyway, so you reply here. Oh, right here. Yes, of course, right here. So when you reply here, you just let people know that you're willing to run playlists, and then you can make those arrangements, and people will reach back out to you. As the community grows, more and more people will be there to see the things that you do. So we'll put Kira Welton up now, and I'm just going to step away for a quick moment, and I'll be right back. I have to start adding music into the live stream so you guys have something to listen to while I run away. So there's Kira Welton, another dynamic creator. This is my BFF forever, Kristen's daughter, somebody who's very much running her own channel and putting out content every week. So I'm going to leave you to look at that, and I'll be right back. Okay, forgive me, everybody, but thank you very much for your patience. Georgia Bulldogs, hopefully, is still here because I just mentioned you. I just wanted to mention to everybody, because for those of you who were in the chat yesterday, we were talking about channel art, these banners, like Kira has on the top of her page here. And Georgia Bulldogs, we went through a bit of a talk about that. It's still, you could go back and watch the replay if you wanted to see what we were talking about. And I had said I did a live stream on my personal channel a couple weeks ago where I went through the process of making a banner on Canva, which is a free website and app that you can use, and it makes it extremely easy. So easy I can't even describe to make these banners. They have tons of templates, and it's very quick. But anyway, Georgia Bulldogs just put up a new banner that they made after we were talking yesterday. So if you have a chance to hook up with Georgia Bulldogs here in the chat, then they have that fresh piece of content, which is their channel art for you to see. Obainotov, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome. And forgive me, I'm just noticing a couple of messages in the chat here. So between Mashana or Georgia Bulldogs or Callus Fitspiration, while we do have moderators here, if there's anything up in the chat that you think is something that I may need to address, then let me know, because I absolutely want to make sure that everything with Tuber Chat is on the up and up so that everybody's spending their time the right way. Nobody's wasting any time or anything like that. If you have come across something that you think is something that I need to see, just please either let me know or one of the moderators, and then we can start looking at addressing it. I already had to let somebody go today because I know that they were not returning people's connections properly. And I just want everybody to know that while we're here in Tuber Chat, I'm absolutely going to make sure if somebody does come in that doesn't have the patience or doesn't want to connect the right way, then, not everybody's going to do it, right? People will come, they won't like it, they'll leave this, that, that's fine. But if I do find somebody who doesn't want to do it the right way, then I'm going to make sure that none of you have to waste your time worrying about somebody like that, because that's no fun. When you go and you connect to new people, you might pick up 10 or 20 family members here today and then find a couple of them are gone tomorrow. I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that we keep the chat meant for serious creators that want to nurture relationships. So, like I said, if there's anything that's up with anybody, then please let me know, and I can have a look and address it, and the moderators can help as well. Yeah, that can happen too, Mishana. So as soon as you start asking questions, yeah, it often happens. When I'm in other growth streams, and a lot of you have seen me in other growth streams doing the same things that we're doing here, I absolutely, when I find somebody who is not following the procedures, I absolutely call them out, because I don't want anybody else having to waste time worrying about trying to connect with somebody properly and then finding out that connection is going to be gone, when we have a lot of serious and generous creators here that come through, like Cooking with Q and more right here. So the Hoops Family Network is here. I'm just going to end Yoga with Mo. Thanks for coming in. Be Righto, thank you for coming. Let me get you into the wheel. Cooking with Q and more is the kind of creator that I'm talking about. Mr. Nass, it's great to see you again. Thank you for coming in and hanging with us. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I know I stepped away for a quick second. FlyGF. So FlyGF, I just want to remind everybody of the procedure here. So basically what we do is it's always best to go first. And so the way that you do that, you visit a channel like Cooking with Q and more here, and you watch a short video in full, which must be at least a minute long, so that it registers in the YouTube algorithm. While you're watching that video, you leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video. And then once you've done that, you give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoyed their content, then you subscribe to them, and then you come into the chat here and leave a single or double emoji next to their name, letting them know that you've done that, and then they can turn around and do that for your channel. So I think FlyGF, you're just moving way too fast, and I know there's no way you're connecting with people, so I'm going to time you out right now. And what that's going to allow you time for is to go and connect with a channel the way that I'm describing, so that you can take your time and really have fun with it, and then you can decide during that time whether this is the right procedure for you. In the meantime, Cooking with Q and more is a Mr. Nass, that's okay. I know you well enough now to know it's just a pleasure having you here in the chat. I'd love to be able to give you whatever value I possibly could out of the chat, but it's always a pleasure to have you here. Cooking with Q and more, I describe all the time as a generous and knowledgeable creator, willing, of course, to share their knowledge, not to mention allow people to connect within their live streams and everything else. Pardon me for 1 second. Okay, pardon me for that. And then as well, Cooking with Q and more has a very dedicated and loyal community of supporters. I was actually introduced to Cooking with Q and more through the Hoops Family Network many months ago. Oh, April WID, no sweat. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Cooking with Q and More, I was introduced to by the Hoops Family Network quite some time ago. It's getting on 5 or 6 months, but was very much responsible between the two of them for my personal rapid growth afterwards on my own channel, and then inspirational in the creation of everything that we're doing here with Tuber Chat. So Cooking with Q and More is a creator that, like I said, not only is knowledgeable, but also generous in that he shares his knowledge with everybody and is very much liked and well respected in the community as well. So somebody you're going to want to connect with. And then as well, the Hoops Family Network I'll speak of when they come up on the wheel. Maybe I need to look at adding a couple of more names here. Eastern Niagara, thanks for coming in again. And let me take care of that thing. We are not going to have to do this twice today. There we go. So I just want to remind everybody, of course, we're focused on quality connections. We have a lot of very fun channels that have come through here in the last few weeks and today. And I really appreciate every minute that everybody's spending with us, especially when you hear me talk about the channels as I put them up on the screen or as people come in and I recognize some familiar names. You can tell a little bit about the character of the creator behind the channel when I describe some of the things that I do, so that you know that you're connecting to people who are generous, who are going to give you views, comments, likes, share you out. If you have the ability to share us out, then I'd love it if you would on your community tab or Facebook or Twitter or anywhere else. April WID, who just recently came in, is one of these creators. She's going to be featured on Monday. We'll be back tomorrow as well, and on Monday. The times are slightly different than today. Oh, you're driving but listening, so that's okay. Thank you very much for the support. The times change now on Tuber Chat. We will be experimenting, so please make sure you have the bell on, or you check our front page to make sure that you know when the next live streams are coming, so you can get your individual notifications. And then let me see what I'm going to do about adding a couple more names to the wheel. The Essence of Sonia. I should have had you on the wheel already. I'm so sorry that I've made you wait so long. Rose Sadu. Is Rose still here? Rose comes in and out. And Cat XD we looked at. Brown Girl Bella we need to see. Brown Girl Bella is another creator who is very much liked and well respected in the community. Eastern Niagara, you've been here long. I'm so sorry. I must have not welcomed you when you came in. I'm not sure how long you've been here. Eagle VP. And we'll see if the McCrae Kings are still here. And to come in and out, but they are here. And we'll put Aisha on the wheel, and then we'll see what we're doing after that. There we go. For you to get the most out of everything that we're doing at Tuber Chat, I hope that I can convince you to sign up for our email list at tuberchat.com. It's just me that's going to be emailing you. But what I'm intending on doing shortly is starting to send emails occasionally, not more than once a week, to let you know what we're doing with Tuber Chat as we're doing it. So as we add things like our subreddit or our Playlist Buddies thread or our Twitter list that we recently introduced and different things like this, I want you to be aware of it first as well. I'm looking for creators to feature right now across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'll be picking creators from the email list. So hopefully you can, if you'd like to be considered as a featured creator, then I hope that you'll sign up over there. And like I said, it's just me that's going to be emailing you. So the McCrae Kings is one of the channels responsible for Tuber Chat's official first official raid last week, and I really appreciate that. You know, these are the memories that all creators go through that are live streaming. You know, you wait for the day that you get your first raid, or I think so anyway. Sorry, I'm just leaving a message in the chat. Mr. Nash just asked if I have a personal channel, and I just dropped a message for you there from my personal channel, Kevin K, for those of you who'd like to connect with me personally. The McCrae Kings as well are a dynamic couple that are a part of another thing. So when I describe, forgive me for dancing around all the different things that I talk about. So April WYD is one of the most generous creators that I have met ever on YouTube at all. She does, it seems, nothing but promote others constantly all the time. They do something called a love stream. There are lots of members. Brown Girl Bella is part of a member of that. And what they do is they schedule their live stream several days a week, so that somebody starts at 12, somebody starts at 1, somebody starts at 2, somebody starts at 3. And for all the people who are joining, you can follow them all afternoon, and there's always something new happening. Each creator does their own thing, but it's a really wonderful thing. The McCrae Kings have a similar thing going on with It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey, MJ&J Family Mukbangs, and other creators that we've talked about. Let's talk about it with Anita and more. So they're a dynamic channel and a dynamic couple that you might want to connect with just for that reason. They are always surrounded by generous and thoughtful creators. There's always positivity and optimism being spread over there. And then there's always dynamic content for you as well. And they stream, it might be every day, but very often either way. Yoga with Mo, I'm sorry I may not have welcomed you, but thank you for coming in. Past Life Explorer, thanks for coming in. Oh, Mr. Nad, sorry. One of Kristen knocked your message out just because we like to keep the emojis to a minimum. If you don't mind, just keep them to 1 or 2. The only reason why is because it can be considered spam in chats like this. Not everywhere on YouTube, but when we're doing these kind of growth streams and stuff like that, if you use more than 2 or 3 emojis, it's very possible to get a stream shut down. We're probably very safe here because most of our creators are serious and nobody really is going overboard. But I just wanted to let you know that, so forgive me. That's something that we don't put a lot of focus on. I should have a filter in place, and forgive me because I don't right now. I got to make a note, and I got to remember to do that. So Eagle VP is back again. Thank you very much for coming and joining us. I mentioned your banner quite a few times, your channel art, because it's so colorful and bright. And then just getting notifications there from people sharing. So if you do have the ability to share us out, then yeah, Cooking with Q and more, I'll make sure I reach out to you as soon as we're done. I'm getting notifications for sharing. If you do have the ability to share us out, of course, we'll appreciate it, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook or Twitter or anywhere else. Also, Eagle VP has got the featured channels collaboration going on here. And what that can do, I just want to encourage everybody to do this when you have a chance. What it basically does is when you feature channels here on your front page, you are letting both the algorithm as well as your audience know that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you back on their pages, they are basically saying to the algorithm and to their audiences that you are worthy of being featured by them. And you can imagine the kind of impact that has both on the algorithm and your audiences when that kind of thing happens. Actually, JD Knight 7, I was just talking about that because I got the notification that everybody probably heard my phone ding when you shared on Twitter. So thank you very much for that. And then, yeah, Past Life Explorer. I think I welcomed you when you come in, but it's always good to see you. Past Life Explorer was a featured channel here last week on Tuber Chat, as well as Nails by Nicole, who is also my first official moderator on Tuber Chat. So we have the Hoops Family Network and Cooking with Q and more, who have been with Tuber Chat since the beginning and inspirational in the creation of it. Nails by Nicole is somebody who's been with me personally for months and months and months, went through an experiment with me on my personal channel where we're looking at playlist experiments to help everybody gain some watch time, and then continues to come back again and again here to Tuber Chat. So therefore became, like I said, our first official moderator. And then luckily we just got shared out again on Twitter. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate everything that everybody's doing. You know, the support, everybody coming and staying and hanging out with me. Every minute that you spend at Tuber Chat, I really appreciate. And you know, as we grow and we follow more and more people, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as you wish you could. So I appreciate every moment that you could spend here at Tuber Chat, and of course for all the extra things that people are doing, like sharing us, whether it's on the community tab or Reddit or Tumblr or Facebook or Twitter and all these other places. I really appreciate it because it's helping us get the word out, hopefully bringing in more people. I know it is, actually. We've seen that over the last couple of days. And then hopefully maximizing the impact for yourself and finding more and more connections, more and more people to start nurturing a relationship so that you can build your channel on a strong and solid foundation. Aisha is back with us again and again, and I really appreciate that as well. You've got a few familiar channels here. I recognize SF Rose and Tommy Travels, of course. And this is the kind of thing that happens as well. This speaks volumes about the creator behind the character of the creator behind the channel. When you start seeing things like this and you start recognizing your names in the featured channels list and stuff like that, you start to say, oh, well, you know what? I really like so-and-so, but if they're saying that you're good with them, then that means you're good with me, you know, and you get that whole kind of connection going with everybody. So I'm going to spin the wheel one more time, and then I'm just going to look and see if I have to add anybody else to it. And it looks like everybody's doing a good job of connecting with each other. So that's great. Easter Niagara has been with us again and again, especially recently. So thank you very much for this. Let's have a look at your channel and see what you got going on for us today. Well over 500, so that's great. I'm glad that that happened for you. And then just 4 hours ago, you just put 90 Day Fiance recap. Okay, so that's fresh content for us to see. All of your videos are quite long here, or at least your recent ones. So that's great. You've got a lot of content. You're probably getting really good watch hours on a lot of this. Are these streams or are these just videos? This must be a stream. Oh, yeah, I see. You meant to do this and then it turned into that. But yeah, longer videos like this, YouTube will suggest to you that a video should be however long it should be, and that's it. So a lot of times you'll see creators, and in myself included, trying to stretch videos into 10 minutes because we want, you know, later you'll be monetized. You can put ads in the middle if you want to. But the truth is the best length for a video is the right length for that video. Some things are, you know, only need a minute or two, and some things need much more than 10 minutes. Some need half an hour. So you do what's right, but it's good to see that you've got so much long content just because I'm assuming that you're getting good watch time on this stuff. So I hope that that's the case. And oh, if you don't upload a video, you do a live. That's cool. That's very good. That it's a good way to make sure that you're still being active. Kenesha, thank you for saying that you're cleaning, but you're probably just letting us run. So thank you for that. Let me spin the wheel and see who else I'm going to bring up. Myself personally, what I'm trying to do, I will be getting into making videos for Tuber Chat soon. So I hope you're all subscribed so that you can catch those when I start doing them. Berlinda Engman is coming up on the screen. On my personal channel, I am trying to stream once a week, and I've fallen behind in making videos. Did we see Berlin? I don't think we looked at your channel today. We looked at it yesterday. Well over 900, so that's fantastic. You're on the road to the 1K. I'm so excited. We've had a few people cross over right through like Tuber Chat live streams, but either way, I'm happy for everybody who wants the 1,000 to get there, and then hopefully we can push you much farther than that as well. One of the things that we always recommend to everybody is you should, as soon as you possibly can, get up to the consistency of putting up at least a video a week. If you can't put a video, live streaming is an easy way to do it. Now, one of the things that you can think about is, all of us have at least some experience in producing videos, but often I make, 5 videos a week for other channels minimum. And when we have videos that are 10 minutes, it often can take anywhere above 2 hours for the full production, from the time filming to the time producing to the uploading to the social media that follows and stuff like that. 2 hours is a good minimum. When you do a live stream, an hour and a half long live stream takes 2 hours, because you just take a few minutes to set up, you go live for an hour and a half, you're done, and within a few minutes you're finished, and it didn't take all the extra time. So live streaming is a great way for you to continue your consistency. What I'd like to eventually see everybody doing is making a video a week and a live stream every week. The reason why I say that, and by the way, Coco Empire, thanks for coming in. The reason why I say that is because you can think of your channel as having almost 2 different audiences. It's almost like having 2 channels at one. Some people prefer live streams and some people prefer videos. There are, of course, some people who like both, but not everybody. So by doing both things, you're exposing your channel to the largest potential number of viewers. YRK Lou, thanks for coming back again. It's always good to see you here. Brown Girl Bella, like I said, is very much liked and well respected in the community, in her own community, and in the community that we talk about here. And she's somebody who is very dynamic, does a lot of live streaming. Let's just have a look. Okay, so she's got a premiere coming up. Is that today? Yes, today. She's got a premiere. Friday's live stream, Thursday's live stream, Monday's live stream. Yes, I think she's part of the love stream, and I think they do it Thursday, Friday, and Monday, if I'm right. And so is April WYD, who's been in the chat with us today. This is a group that I was describing earlier that does the, one of them starts at 12, then one goes at 1, one goes at 2, one goes at 3, one goes at 4. The Keto Girl, who's our feature channel of tomorrow, is part of that. Aunt Maddie TV and B-Hop Nation are part of that. They've been with us as well. So this is wonderful stuff. And it's great to see creators that truly support each other. And I'm not just talking about even watching videos and liking and commenting and all the things we all need, but going over and above, doing more for others than they expect for themselves. If you can follow a love stream one day, if you can follow this crew from noon through the afternoon and see all the different things that they do, you're going to see how much effort they put on each other, and then it comes back to them all tenfold, let's say. Mr. Naz, thank you very much, especially for coming in and just hanging out. It's always a pleasure to see you, and I really appreciate the support. Looking for answers, thanks for coming in. I believe you've been with us before, although it might be a while ago. And Mishana, hopefully you're having a good time, because this is your first time with us, but it looks like you're meeting a lot of connections. And hopefully that's the case. Oh, Callus Inspiration. Yes, thank you. I know you're in another part of the world, and it can be something else to hang out with us in Eastern time zone. It's also fascinating when we look around at the channels we follow, the people we support, the people who support us back, and you start to build a worldwide audience. I wouldn't have predicted this long ago, and I've been on the internet for, I don't know, 30-something years. So the Hoops Family Network is another channel that I talk about fondly all the time. Amanda is a dynamic creator, well above the 1,000 subscribers. She hit that quite some time ago. But this is a dynamic creator who is very much liked and well respected in her community. We see some familiar faces here. Josh and Kaylee have been through. I don't think Carrie Beth has been through Tuber Chat, but I am connected to her personally, and she does continue to come back still when possible. As well as D Turner Gaming is here with us all the time at Tuber Chat, and then of course you see Cooking with Q and More, myself and Tuber Chat on her featured channels list. But the Hoops Family Network I always go back to because she introduced me to Cooking with Q and More, which between the two of them really launched my personal rapid growth over the next coming months after I met them. But as well, the Hoops Family Network introduced me to what we're all doing here and the idea of these love streams and live streams where we connect with one another. She is a very generous supporter. And one of the first people that I met with that kind of generosity, still one of the most generous that I've seen, possibly the most generous that I've come across. But the Hoops Family Network, as you can see right here, so they do some live stream. She does some live streaming, but she also does family vlogs and lots of adventures and things with her family. But as well, I always put a lot of focus on these Shoutout Saturday videos because this speaks volumes about the character of the creator behind the channel. She specifically does shout-out videos where she shows you other creators who she feels are worthy of being featured basically as generous and supportive creators. So she can feel confident letting you know if you follow these creators, you're finding people who are supportive. The kind of things we're now doing here in Tuber Chat. As I keep saying, the Hoops Family Network and Cooking with Q and More are inspirational in the creation of Tuber Chat. Amanda is the one of anybody who introduced me to the whole concept. And in introducing me to Cooking with Q and More, this is where the whole idea of this kind of thing was introduced into my own personal life. But the Hoops Family Network is absolutely somebody that you need to be connected to if you are not already. I never put Nails by Nicole up on the screen today. The moderators always have to go on there at some point. And then I'll spin the wheel, although it's probably going to come up Nails by Nicole now. Oh, it didn't. Okay, that's the first time. Usually when I put a name at the bottom of the thing, it's the next one that comes up. So the essence of Sonia is somebody who's been with us all day today. And I really appreciate every minute that everybody can spend with us. But I'm happy that we've got your channel up here to have a look at now. So because this is a new connection for Tuber Chat, I'm not going to watch a video or subscribe while I live stream. What I'm going to do is take one of the latest videos, this one here, and add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I will leave a meaningful comment related to the content of this video. It will be at least a couple of sentences long. I will give a thumbs up for sure, and I will subscribe. And in that way, I will make sure that the connection sticks. We always want to be doing it the right way. And then hopefully Essence of Sonia is subscribed to us here at Tuber Chat as well. Hopefully you have the bell on so you don't miss our next live streams. We're back tomorrow and Monday. And then we will be back again every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Okay, Georgia Bulldogs, thank you very much for hanging out as long as you have. I always appreciate every moment that you spend here. And then hopefully we maximize your impact while you're here. I know your channel's growing, so I'm sure we'll see you back again, whether it's tomorrow or Monday. And I will, let me look at my list and see if I've got to add anybody into our list here, onto the wheel. Pardon me for 1 second.
Oh, okay.
One thing that, so I'm just talking to Kristen in the other room, Kristen Welton, who's in the chat here. For those of you who don't already know, this is my girlfriend. She happens to be a moderator that helps in this and that. But we're just talking about one thing that you have to know is because what we're doing here and what we do in these kind of live streams, we like to call them live streams sometimes, is when you watch a video and you leave a comment on somebody's video, it's very possible that they could start going into spam folders or the held for review folder. The best way to avoid that is to leave a meaningful comment related to the content of the video. You can't leave the same thing every time. And it should be related to the content. That's the best way. And it should be as long as you can stand to leave. So let's say 2 or 3 sentences long. It still doesn't always help. When TuberChat, with that account, because I was so aggressive in the building of it, lots of messages went into spam filters and into the spam folder and the held for review folder. So when you're checking up to make sure that people are connecting the right way, just make sure you're having a skim through your spam folder and your held for review folder. It's very possible for YouTube to grab some of the comments that are not actually spam and hold them anyway. When I go through TuberChat, I get tons of, when I go through the TuberChat account, I get lots of comments that are held for review or spam, but they certainly are not spam. It's just that everybody's growing so aggressively right now that I think YouTube might have them marked. So it's just something to think about. Anyway, we've got Mishana here. Am I pronouncing that right? I hope that I am. I've been saying it about the same way all day. I'm glad, especially, that you've spent so much time with us today for your first time here. Hopefully, you're meeting lots of new friends and family members. I don't know if we can get you to the 200 today, but we will be back tomorrow and Monday, so I absolutely think you can hit that number. It must be on your mind. I can't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take your TikTok strawberry challenge video and add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. I will leave you a meaningful comment of a few sentences related to the content of that video. And then I will give you a thumbs up for sure, and I will subscribe to you. And in that way, I'll make sure that the connection sticks. We always want to be doing it the right way. And hopefully you're subscribed to us now here at TuberChat as well. And you have your bell on so you don't miss our next live streams. We'd love to help you grow. And we'll be back, like I said, tomorrow and Monday. But the times are going to always change now. So you'll have to either have the bell on or you'll have to check our front page and get individually notified about the live streams. Cooking with Q and more, thanks for the time that you've spent. And then, yeah, everybody connecting, Cooking with Q and more, we'll get back to you afterward. Kane Jenny's vlog, thank you for coming in again. It's great to see you. Yeah, where possible, it's a good idea to keep up on your comments. I know it's a lot of work. We all have to do the same thing. And as your channel gets bigger, watch when you have 10,000 subscribers, how difficult it becomes to keep up with the comments. I did make a tutorial on my own channel on Kevin K. I'll leave a message in the chat here. In case you want to connect with me personally, I made a tutorial. It's called Keeping Up with the Comments, and it shows you the process that I use for those of you who have or have not heard of TubeBuddy or are thinking about using it or whatever. In the bottom, in the description of every video that I ever put out, whether it's on Tuber Chat or my own channel, there is a link to the free version of TubeBuddy. It's the #1 tool that I use for all of my tags and SEO and things like that. But it also helps making responding to comments lightning fast, and so, or quick with lightning speed. So if you want to check that out, it's probably worth the few minutes that it's going to take you to have a look, just to see how quick you can make it to keep up with your comments. And then as long as you can be on it once every couple of days or so, it doesn't become such a chore. So it's worth having a look at if you'd like to. Like I said, I just left a message from my personal channel, Kevin K, and it's called Keeping Up with the Comments. So Mishana, like I said, I've got your video in my watch later list. I will go through it. I will watch that video in full, leave a meaningful comment, thumbs up, and I will subscribe. And in that way, I will make sure that we are connected permanently. Yoga with Mo can come up onto the wheel. Pardon me again for 1 second. Pardon me for that. My allergies are just at me today. Life Through Our Eyes 303, thanks for coming back. It's great to see you again. And let me spin the wheel, and I will continue to look at my list. Let's see if Rose is still here. I should make sure. Rose is a wonderful, actually, you know what? I'm just going to put it up anyway, because she is a dynamic creator that you will benefit from by connecting to. And I'll just quickly have a look if she's still here, and I'll move on to the next one if she's not. She does a lot of live streams, so she's not here right now. She just comes in and out, but she does a lot of live streaming where she's able to allow people to connect, and she shares her knowledge. She's growing unbelievably fast. As you can see, she just did a video 2 weeks ago saying she hit her 1,000 in 27 days, and now she's well over 2,000. So she's really skyrocketing. She shares her knowledge and everything else. She's got these videos. I keep going on about this. 5 things I wish I knew before I started. 5 tips on how to grow your channel, how to monetize your channel fast. So she's somebody who's definitely, there's a lot to be learned from. And It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey is here. So thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate every minute that everybody spends, just because it's convenient for me to stream at the time that I do. I understand that not everybody can be here, not everybody can spend time. So hopefully when I build the other things that are involved with Tuber Chat, like our Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, and things like that, I can continue to bring you some value even when we're not live streaming. For instance, if you follow our Twitter, or for Twitter and Facebook, we're basically just letting you know that we're streaming. And then as well, we do feature a different creator every day. And these creators are people who have, at the very minimum, come back again and again with us and are connecting the right way. Some also are being recognized for their generosity and the fact that they share for others and things like that. So when you follow us on the other social networks, even when we're not live streaming, you're able to meet other creators who are going to be quality connections that will continue to support you in the coming not only days and weeks, but hopefully months and eventually years. It's Fifi777, and this is a channel that comes back again and again. This is a wonderful soul. It's Fifi77 is fun to hang out with in live streams. I was never lucky enough to spend as much time as you wish with any creator, of course, but I was able to spend a bit of time with It's Fifi777 in a live stream the other day, and she just does a great job. But she's also very much liked and well respected in the community, and somebody that I've been connected to for many months already. I actually forget how long it's been. And this is what I mean when I go back to Cooking with Q and More and the Hoops Family Network, introducing me to a lot of people and being responsible for the launch of my personal rapid growth over the last few months. Part of me and inspirational in the creation of Tuber Chat. It's Fifi777 has been there long enough, as has Nails with Nicole, who's still on the wheel. Even Yoga with Mo, I've been connected to for some time. I forget how long now. You have to forgive me for how long, for forgetting how long it's been. But I just want to put the focus on these being channels that you know are going to come back again and again, and continue to support the way that we all wish and need. So I'm going to add a couple more channels onto the screen right now. Life Through Our Eyes 303, I'm happy to have you back, so I'm going to put you on. And oh, Jasmine, new here. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to not welcome you when you came in. You flew by me in the chat pretty quick. It's me, Wanston. Yes, Honey is another moderator for us, and somebody who's unbelievably supportive. Was responsible for the giving of Tuber Chat its first official raid, and I will always be eternally grateful for that. Let's get Jasmine up on the screen, and let's see Jenny's vlog. Now I'm going to spin the wheel, and if you're still here when your name comes up, then I'll put your name on the screen. But I just wanted to add a couple, and then YRK Lou is here. Did I put Yoga with Mo up today? I don't think that I put you up today. On the wheel, I'm going to spin, and then I'm going to keep looking. Healthy Lifestyle with Steph. I didn't welcome you when you came in. I don't know if you're still here. I hope that you are, but I appreciate you coming back again. I must have had my eyes diverted from the chat for a few moments there. Okay, YRK Lou. I know that you're here, so let's get you up on the screen and see what you got going on for us today. That's a colorful banner. I wonder if you just changed that, because for some reason I feel like I don't recognize it, but I know we've talked about your channel before. And then I noticed your first video right here is a live stream from yesterday. You have small YouTuber support, so that's great. Hopefully that worked out well for you. Obviously, this is a creator that allows people to connect in the way that we are here at Tuber Chat. And I always enjoy seeing generous creators. Naturally Afro Tips Beauty, thanks for coming in. It's wonderful to see you here. I believe this is your first time visiting Tuber Chat, as it is with Jasmine, but and forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members here. The way that we do that easily is it's always best to go first. You just pick somebody out of the chat. Everybody's here to connect, so you can pick anybody that you want, including well, myself personally. Obviously I'm streaming, so if you'd like to connect with me, you can. There's my personal channel. But to connect with people, you just pick somebody out of the chat, visit their channel for a moment. If you have to leave the live stream here to do it, that's fine, of course. And then you watch a short video in full. It must be at least a minute long so that it registers in the YouTube algorithms. This video here is perfect at 2 minutes, 8 seconds. It's not too long, but it's long enough for you to watch in full. Leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video. It should be at least a few sentences long, or at least a couple, so that it doesn't get caught in the YouTube spam filters. And then give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoy the creator's content, you subscribe to them, and then you come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. In that way, we make sure that the connection sticks, and we always subscribe to everybody here at Tuber Chat. So let's spin the wheel and see who's coming up. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster I wasn't watching the clock. We've already been at it for almost 2 hours today. So thank you, everybody, for helping me keep it going today. King Jenny's vlog is somebody who's been back with us again and again. Let's get your channel up here and see what you got going on for us today. So this video must be the one that I added into the watch later list the other day and watched to make sure that our connection stuck. So thank you for coming back. Well above your 900 subscribers. You must have 1,000 on your mind. I can tell you it might be a stretch for us to do it for you, but hopefully you'll meet a few more friends and family members today. We'll be back tomorrow and on Monday. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat and you've got the bell on so that you can be notified and not miss any of our other live streams. And I don't see any reason why within a week from today or sooner you can have your 1,000 subscribers, and we would love that for you. I'd especially love it if you'd let us be a part of that. And you are today, so I appreciate it. And then it's nice to see you're on Instagram and Facebook as well, so you're easy to find for people who want to connect with you outside as well. And forgive me because I'm just going to start stepping through channels a little faster now. It's Me Wanston Yes Honey is somebody that that has been back for almost every live stream that we've done since the beginning of Tuber Chat, I believe, is now a moderator for us and somebody who's an unbelievably generous creator, not to mention is always positive, optimistic, and spreads that in their live streams. They have the featured channels arrangement going on here where they've actually got Men of Valor here and they've got Women of Excellence here and then more family as well. So It's Me Wanston Yes Honey streams, I believe, it might be every single morning. I make it as often as I can for as long as I can. But I've been in the live streams often. And like I said, It's Me Wanston Yes Honey is always spreading optimism and positivity, but as well has another system going on. Like I was talking about the group from the Love Stream earlier, Brown Girl Bella and April WYD. You know, everybody knows each other. We're all like becoming a real community. This is what I really love about all of this. But It's Me Wanston Yes Honey will stream along with Let's Talk About It with Anita, and then as well the McRae Kings who were here today, as well, yo, it's your boy Leo who's been with us again and again, and others. So this is a dynamic creator that you're going to want to be connected to if you're not already, and you will often find at least myself and Kristen Welton in Wanston's chats here and there. Nails by Nicole is, you know, I like to talk about her all the time, but she is our first official moderator, somebody who's been with us again and again, somebody who's been connected to me personally for many months. And she is a dynamic creator, not to mention her work is just out of control. She does the featured channels arrangement here, as well as she's willing to swap playlists with people. All of our moderators are, anybody in blue. And then you look at her videos and you can see the kind of unbelievable work that she does. Nails, you know, I say this all the time as a bit of a joke. Nails are not my thing, but I can't help but be mesmerized by the unbelievable talent that she's got. And I was drawn into this when she was coming through my personal channel a while back when I was doing a playlist experiment. And she was very much involved in that. We had her videos there. That's where I first noticed her work and was so unbelievably impressed. So I just want to clear a couple of things here. Cooking with Q and more shared, as well as Mr. Fulton, as always does. For some wheel, I think the wheel is not working right. Somebody's missing on the wheel. Oh no, I put Yoga with Mo twice. That's why. I knew it. I wondered why wouldn't I have had you on there when I saw you earlier? So you were. So I'm sorry, I wrecked the wheel, but it was your turn to come up. So let's get Yoga with Mo, if I can copy and paste properly, up on the screen. There's Yoga with Mo. Mishana, thank you very much. Yeah, hopefully you can meet us tomorrow. The time is just slightly different. It's just an hour later that we're starting, but hopefully you can meet with us. And then if you have the bell on, you will get the notification. Yoga with Mo is back with us again and again. I've been lucky enough to hang out with her on one of her live streams the other day. She has a lot of, she's very much liked and well respected in the community. She's got a few familiar faces here. Vern's Junk Closet, who's been with us again and again. Brown Girl Bella, who was here with us today, for instance. And she's got Tuber Chat featured. She's actually the, this is one of those collaborations you can make with people, which is a wonderful idea, because I say this all the time, but when you have featured channels on the front of your page, you are basically telling the YouTube algorithm as well as your audience that those channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you back, they are basically saying to the algorithm as well as to their audience that you are worthy of being featured by them. And you can imagine the impact that has both on the algorithm and on the audiences. And then so I'm just trying to see if there's anybody that I have missed. I certainly don't want to miss anybody, but I'm going to put a couple more channels on now. And I'll look at the list and see if we need to add anybody. And we can do that. Jasmine. Now, hopefully we're going to find your channel easily. We'll see in a second here. Just looking at your thumbnail so I can match when I pull it up. Oh, you're right there. Easy enough. Fantastic. So you're a new connection for Tuber Chat. So I'm not going to watch a video or subscribe while I live stream, but what I can do is take one of your videos. I'll take your latest video. This is perfect. Who is Jasmine? And I will add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will watch your video in full. I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video. I will give you a meaningful comment related to the content of the video. I'll give you a thumbs up and I'll subscribe. And in that way, I'll make sure that the connection sticks. We always want to make sure we're doing it the right way. And then hopefully you're subscribed to us here at Tuber Chat and you have the bell on so you don't miss any of our further live streams. We'll be back tomorrow and Monday, but the times are changing. I'm just having a quick look at what else is going on, if I got any messages that I need to attend to while we continue. Okay, forgive me for that. I just wanted to take a quick look there. And let me make sure in the chat that I haven't missed anybody. Show Mama Grace News TV. Did we put your channel up? I thought we did. Oh, Jaden Sugg. Let's get you up on the wheel because I haven't had you there yet. Audacious Super, it's great to see you again. Thank you very much. Let's put you up here on the wheel. I'll spin right away. I'm moving a little bit faster now. Jaden is back with us again and again, and always shares for us. 936, so you're very much on your way towards the 1,000. I didn't realize you had me on your front page as well. Forgive me if I didn't see that before. And Tuber Chat, I'm pretty sure we already have each other. I rush when I make notes here. So I write down channel names, and then I don't write anything beside them, and I forget what I was talking about. So I see you've got a few familiar faces here. So you got more Eats that we know very well from the love stream, and then we've got Tuber Chat and myself, Kevin K. So thank you very much for that. I'm going to make sure that I return that favor. Make sure you're on both channels as well. If anybody else has shared Tuber Chat or myself on your front page like this, then please let me know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that with both channels. It's a wonderful collaboration you can make with people. Hopefully we're going to see a little more content from you as well. So you got this TikTok, yeah, it's TikTok stuff that you're putting up here, but hopefully you've got some more coming for us as well. And then obviously your got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Patreon up there. So I'm just going to spin the wheel and we'll get to our next channel here. Audacious Super. Let's get you up on the screen. See what you have got going on for us today. There we are. No videos every week. So you've got a live stream running right now, which is cool. A 10-hour live stream. Wow. That's okay. That's good stuff. It's good to see that you're active. And you got email, you got Facebook and Instagram going on up there, which is great. How to measure growth in business is probably a great video for everybody to watch, likely informative as well. So I'm happy to see that from you. And then hopefully everybody is having a good time connecting with each other. 10 Veils, thank you for coming in. I'm just going to get you up on the wheel right now. I appreciate you coming back again and again. And did we put Jasmine up there yet? We just did. I didn't take you off the wheel. There we go. Okay. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody. If there's anybody that I'll certainly get to you in a moment. Sorry, I'm just looking at something in another window here. And then, oh, okay, Nails by Nicole, thank you very much for the time. The McCrae Kings, thanks for coming in. Did we look at your channel today? I think we did, right? Yeah, I pulled you up. We talked about it a bit. 10 Veils, let's see what you have got going on for us today. Oh, just make sure this is the thumbnail. Yes. So 10 Veils, we're not already connected. So what I usually do is I wait for people to be here for quite some time before I put them on the wheel. And I think you must have just not made it yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to watch a video or subscribe while I live stream. So I'm going to take I'm going to take this video right here, reach the goal, 25 subscribers. Hopefully we can get you a little bit farther as well. But that is a great accomplishment. Safe to watch later. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will watch that video in full when I go through my watch later list. And I will watch your video in full. I will leave a meaningful comment related to the content of the video. It will be at least a couple of sentences long. And then I will give you a thumbs up for sure, and I will subscribe to you. And in that way, I will make sure that the connection sticks. And we always want to be doing it the right way. Hopefully you're subscribed to us here at Tuber Chat as well, and then you've got the bell on so you don't miss our other live streams. We're back again tomorrow and Monday, but the times are just slightly changing, and then next weekend we'll be on different times altogether. So hopefully you either have the bell on to get our notifications, or you check out our homepage and get individually notified. I will try to get the next weekend's live streams scheduled in advance so that you can be well up to date. Okay, so we're going to put up Life Through Our Eyes 303, and that's going to be another channel we'll have a quick look at. I don't need my wheel anymore. I'm just going to run over here for a quick second and refresh my page so I can do something. Life Through Our Eyes 303, thank you for coming back again. It's a pleasure to have you return to us, of course. Oh, Jaden, so the live stream, so I live in Niagara Falls, Canada. So the live streams run in the early afternoon, my time. And the reason why is because it's, first of all, it's been the best possible time for me to catch the widest audience around the world. However, I've also started taking a little bit of advice from the new feature in the YouTube studio that shows you when the best time to post your videos is. In the back, you'll see it on your audience tab of your analytics. Actually, why don't we just take a look? I'm going to show you. For those of you who haven't already seen this, it's a recently added feature from from YouTube, and it's not everybody has it yet because they roll it out slowly between creators. Although if you have, I think you have to have a certain number of subscribers for it to actually work. The data needs to be there. Once you have enough data, this grid comes up, and this shows you, like, for instance, this is telling me I was running all of our live streams at noon. This is telling me the darkest purple spots here are when the most number of people are available on YouTube, according to them. Although if you look here, they've marked it as an experimental feature. So this can give you some guidance as to when you should be posting your videos. But because I'm in the Eastern time zone, it's best for me to run either in the early afternoon or later in the evening, my time. So I move the times around always to experiment, but that's the reason for it anyway. So Life Through Our Eyes 303 is here. And this is a dynamic creator, well over 100 subscribers. Hopefully we're pushing you a little bit farther. Like I said, we will be back tomorrow and Monday, so hopefully we can help you along a little bit more. And then as well, we have a lot of different content from you here to check out. So that's great to see, not to mention you're quite active. You've been putting a lot of content up, and you've only been on for a couple of months, so that's great. So we are going to, let me see what I'm going to do right now about channels. So we are going to head over to, for those of you who'd like to continue connecting, one of our most loyal and dedicated supporters, the Dude Rocks, is live right now, and I would appreciate it if you want to keep connecting with people. You head over there and mention Tuber Chat Raid as you go in, and that's just the link that I gave there. That's easy to follow. If you would just say Tuber Chat Raid, that lets them know that you've come from us. And then the Dude Rocks is a fun and dynamic creator. He's live streaming right now, and is somebody who keeps coming back to us again and again at Tuber Chat. And hopefully some of you are already connected to him, so you've already had a look at what he's done. But this is a great chance to go and introduce yourself to another dynamic creator who has been again and again a part of everything that we're doing at Tuber Chat. So thank you, everyone, for the time that you've spent today. Like I said, we'll be back again tomorrow and Monday, but the times are changing. Hopefully you're subscribed and you've got your bell on for us. The chat will continue for another couple of moments while so that you can continue to connect. But I'm going to wrap up the live stream for now, and then you'll meet me over on, oh, thank you, Brown Girl Bella. You'll meet me over on the Dude Rocks, and we will go and support one of our loyal and dedicated supporters here. So thank you again, everyone, and hopefully see you